If we can't agree on cooperation, then I'll leave. Anyway, it's just a little bit more meticulous than before, and I'll be invincible after a long time. Maybe I'll change my mind if you don't give up your quest. Then will you? No. So you don't want to know if I'm lying to you? Isn't that right? No. Chen Changan, you are despicable. I'll remember you for the rest of my life. Let's go now, I still want to play more. Host, it's a miracle that you can survive till now. Why doesn't the host cooperate with the god of time and space? From memory, I know that she will be a very awesome god in the future, so it would be good to treat her as a little girl. Now is not the time to support her. This woman is naughty and scheming. Don't expect her to surrender at this time. But what we have done in past, it will inevitably cause me a lot of trouble in the future. It's okay to solve it once, but it will annoy you to death if you solve it too many times. Chen Changan, you piece of trash. It is better to remember grudges than to remember gratitude. She and I will meet again. Host, to be honest, is it appropriate for you to use your brain like this? Shouldn't it be to recruit girls unscrupulously and live at the top of your life? If you have this gossip, why not hurry up and help me generate some high-quality missions? I don't have much field value left, so you're a weakening system and you want me to take care of everything for you? Before I go back, system, please help me do something in Ancient Co. Yes. Disciple. There seems to be a person named Chen Changan in my mind who resurrected us all. Master. So I made an appointment with you all to travel thousands of miles to meet each other 10 million years later to repay your great kindness. Tens of millions of years later. Kushu Land. Medicine Spirit Valley. Hidden in the world, there are multiple deadly traps that need to be broken through one by one to reach the immortal treasure land. I found Dragon Heart 9-leaf cheese. Lord Chen Changan will definitely reward me greatly. Damn it, that medicinal material is indeed miraculous in repairing the soul, but this kid beat me to it. Don't be afraid, we still have a chance. If you want to save Mrs. Kushu, I don't think only one herb is enough. Everyone, even if you get the medicinal herb now, you may not be able to catch up. It's only been 2 days since the news broke, so why? The communication magic weapon came, and pharmacists from all over the world have crowded into Yunzhou where Lord Chen is. They are far ahead. In the battle between human and immortals, Lord Chen didn't even care about his wife being severely injured in order to save us. There is peace in this prosperous age, thanks to Lord Chen. Now that he is in trouble, we must not just sit idly by. Don't squeeze. Wait a minute, I remember you are treating male impotence, maybe you are in the wrong path. No one knows what Mrs. Kushu's disease is, so I'll just try my luck and see if it happens. Both the common people and the cultivators from all paths of life blocked the state master's mansion from all directions. She actually called Jiang Xuanchu Mrs. Kushu. Which bastard is talking nonsense and spreading rumors? I've checked in the past few days, it's the heavenly fragrance sect where Miss Xuanchu is from. They want to use this to make a name for themselves and expand the influence of the sect. Not only that, they also took out everything about Master to publicize it in these 2 days. They stole the show. Only our heavenly fragrance sect has it. This pillow was used by Master Chen. In this year's sect enrollment list, they will no longer be ranked behind more than 1,000 sect, but will be ranked second in one fell swoop. But before Senior Chen and Miss Xuanchu could even pronounce their horoscopes, they started to publicize. That woman! What makes me most helpless is that once her status as a legal wife is confirmed, there must be very few opportunities for us to get along with the master. We are not be mushy or anything. Sisters, you don't want to be knocked out of the palace by the master, do you? Shaking her head desperately. Then we have to seize the opportunity. Let's go and see the master first. I turned Xuanchu's companion into a divine artifact to complement this unique immortal method of hers to replenish Xuanchu's soul essence. Hope nothing goes wrong again. Senior. With the blessing of divine power, the art of resurrecting the soul was finally a complete success. Then why are there no signs of waking up? Senior Chen, please rest assured that once the art successfully awakens, it will be in the next 2 days. Fortunately, we did not delay too long. I have seen many examples of memory loss after soul completion. What do you think about this? No, it won't happen. With the blessing of the artifact, Xuanchu is recovering very well. Senior, don't worry, I will never make any mistakes. Good. You keep staring at me, is there anything else? Apology. No. I just suddenly felt that you resembled a person I knew from a long time ago. In the beginning, they didn't have me in their memories. Because what I have done in past, a new future was born, and my existence was engraved into their experiences. Many things have changed. Take good care of Xuanchu. Master, have you made any mistake? He is from Kushu and not from your era. I can't be wrong. It's him. Back then, when one man fought in all directions, the gods who were killed were so frightened that they did not dare to fight again. Over the past millions of years, I have been so blinded by profit that I have forgotten that there is this great god in Kushu. Counting the days, it seems like it's almost here. The promised date was 10 million years ago, just tomorrow. I don't know how they are doing. Savage Star Continent. Descendants of the Eclipse Beast, Wild Candle Page. Now that the star field competition is coming, there are constant disputes in many star fields. We are really lucky to be able to fight against the Ancient Continent Alliance in the Land of Plenty. My people are very fortunate. Ancient Continent Immortal Jingda. So do we. There is just one condition for our cooperation. Divine Envoy Jingda, the alliance is related to the sharing of resources of the continent. If we can help you, please let us know. I heard that you have been going around grabbing barbarian lands and expanding your cultivation resource base recently, and Kushu continent has appeared on your list recently. Is there such a thing? I wondered why the Ancient One of the Fruitful Land would suddenly cooperate with us. It turns out that this is the purpose. You want to take Kushu from us? What's your answer? We have been eyeing this land for many years. As long as we eat this land, we will be promoted to a land of abundance. If you want something like this, there's no way. That means there's nothing to talk about. How dare you attack us? Our clan is the descendants of mythical beasts. All of them are brave and should be invincible. But I didn't expect that we would be easily defeated by these little kids. They are the Kushu Guardians, cultivated by eternity, and they're all in the immortal realm. It turns out that the rumors are all true. For so many years, you have not done anything important, but you have only regarded this small piece of Kushu as a treasure. I have warned all of you not to covet the Kushu continent. We won't do it again. Give up first, and then think of ways to steal Kushu in the future. When we are promoted to a fruitful place, we will pay back 100 times the humiliation we suffered today. Alas. What are you playing with me? You think you have a chance? Why? In that Kushu continent, everyone has a low level of martial arts and can be bullied by all parties. Let alone allies, they cannot even become slave stars. You have protected them for many years and turned against many ethnic groups at all costs. Why? There's someone who's very important to us. For his sake, let alone the descendants of mythical beasts, we will not flinch even if we are enemies with the gods again. Not only me, but my disciples and grandchildren and all the people of ancient continent are willing to fight for him until the end. Oh, and more thing. My disciple will go to Kyushu continent tomorrow to meet important people. All those parties of yours that you should think about shouldn't rot in your stomach. If you have even the slightest thought, you should consider the consequences yourself. Isn't her disciple the woman named Chang 11 who has conquered the surrounding planets in the star field for millions of years? To be taken seriously by her. Who is that important person? Kyushu Yunjo Mansion. Lantern Festival? Master, go ahead. Tomorrow's Lantern Festival is once-in-a-century event. Master, it's been a long time since you stayed with us. Comfortable, I haven't waited for you all these years in vain. Feng Qian. I've never been to the Lantern Festival. The system is still integrating rewards, and Xuanchu is fine now and will wake up in the next 2 days. I shouldn't be too busy. That's a yes. Master is the best. We'll have you for the rest of the day. You can't go back on your word and you can't do anything else. Okay. It's not easy to Master to go out. Let's take you to change your clothes. Master, let's go first. Everything has been squeezed into tomorrow. Chang'an, what a sin. Long time no see. Young Master, come here, there are plenty of girls in Drunken Spring House. Everyone should check out the new popular storybook. Noisy. The feeling of comfort is not bad. I not only demolished the immortal world of Kyushu, but also stopped the invasion of heavenly demons. Such peaceful days are rare. Tomorrow is the Lantern Festival, and all people are celebrating together. It is indispensable to put up lanterns and colors. Bauer and Baiyu have just started to prepare. Is it too late? An hour ago. Master, please wait here for a while. We'll go take care of some things and we'll be back soon. Didn't you say you want to buy clothes? It's really hard to wait for this time. What are they busy with? Lord Chen. It's really him. Come on everyone, I didn't expect to see the idol up close. Lord Chen. I heard that Lord Chen, your wife is seriously infected. I have an ancestral elixir here, please take it. Lord Chen, please sign your name for me, I like you so much. My wife is fine. Thank you everyone for your kindness. Senior, I'm sorry, I came late, please punish me. What's that in your hand? No. It's not a big deal, it's just some tools for cultivation. By you, you've been practicing quite hard in your daily life. Huh? Invincible domain see-through. This. It's just buying a dress. What are you guys trying to do? Senior. Land of Two Worlds, Handland Pavilion. This commercial city actually has a lot of extraterritorial aura, and its background is not small. Master, I have already claimed this pavilion in advance. You can feel to leave it to Bauer today. The guards are all immortals, and this pavilion did not exist in the original timeline. Maybe this is also born after the big changes in the past. I wonder who is the master of the pavilion will be. Master, this is the first time we go out for a walk like this. I'm so happy. You don't even know how magical this place is. It is said that this attic was built in Kyushu more than 1,000,000 years ago. The fact that it has everything in it has attracted the attention of all walks of life. With just one pavilion, we have made our Kyushu continent famous. In addition to trading, there is also a training area divided into 1 to 5 floors. The first level provides the land realm, the second level is the human immortal land, the third level is the earthly immortal land, the fourth level is the heavenly immortal land, and the fifth level is the imperial realm. Not to mention the high fees, many people have been promoted to powerful people here. The second and most curious thing is who is the mistress of Handland Pavilion is. Some people say that she is a powerful person from the ancient emperor era, while others say that she comes from the land of the dark sea of fog. Various rumors have remained in the world for millions of years. Bauer thinks she must be a supreme emperor with a story. Cultivators from other planets also dream of meeting her, but unfortunately they don't have the chance. From what you say, that guy should be quite powerful. 9,000 gold. Converted to modern times, it's 9,000 yuan apiece. How could such garbage clothing be sold at such an expensive price? This pavilion master is so shady. Look at his poor appearance. This kind of person can't afford it but insists that the product is not good. He has to find a way to get down. What a shameless person from Kyushu. Now anyone can come to Handland Pavilion. Sister Administrator of the first floor, please come here. Miss Bauer. These bastards dare to talk about my master like this. I can't swallow this tone. Master? I brought all the clothes and training materials in this area. I don't want this good thing to be tainted by junk. All the treasures that Uncle wanted were bought by her first. Damn Kyushu people, you cut off our opportunity. Come. They're a human immortal land. Run. Humph, a dog's eyes are like a human. Miss Bauer, the money has been paid. Master, let's go try on some clothes. In this world, girls are actually willing to spend money like water on a man who has no cultivation at all. Wait, this man? Isn't he the one in the portrait of the pavilion master? The man you've been looking for all these years. Dear directors, there is a major discovery on the first floor. But there are some difference in appearance, so I'll report to you first. Uncle Master. They are on the first floor. Humph, it's just a semi-immortal land. When they leave this attic, I'll kill them and then get the treasure back. Pavilion Master, the man in the portrait has appeared. Counting the days is almost over. What should we do, ma'am? Listen up, we will no longer accept guests from now on. Expand all the immortal goggles in the pavilion to the maximum extent. I want to see everything in the pavilion. Yes. After all these years of searching, I couldn't find him, but he appeared just as that woman was about to go to you. It's time to go back. What kind of relationship we will have when we meet again? I can take off my clothes myself. Master, don't move. Bauer is measuring the size of the master. Quite skillful. Bauer suddenly realized. Changan soon realized that things were not simple. When a crowd gathers to commit a crime, there is always someone watching outside, watching every move around him for fear of being discovered. Try to avoid all accidents as much as possible to ensure that the habitual criminals inside complete the crime. Such a smooth and flowing project cannot be refined without countless days and nights' practice. You guys are so bold, you haven't settled the score with me for coveting my master's flesh before, and now you want to. Senior, calm down, everything was caused by Baiyu Dao's evil heart. If you want to teach a lesson, teach Baiyu a lesson first. It has nothing to do with Bauer. Baiyu is willing to bear all punishments. Please don't pity Baiyu, Senior. Usually you can only use it by yourself, which is very unpleasant. This time I can finally. Baiyu is willing to bear all punishments. Please don't pity Baiyu, Senior. Nonsense. I didn't mean to do this, but you have no respect for me and you're trespassing on my body. Deserve punishment. I'd been holding back for a long, long time after that time on Fashion Mountain, Senior. Know what you did wrong? Bayou knows. I'm sorry. Bayou. I'm sorry that we have caused trouble for you. You must be in pain. Master, why don't you replace us? No. I don't want to. Good sisters. For life. Bayou, you call me such a prodigal, but you don't even know what's wrong with you, right? If you don't tell the truth, I will use violence. Master, Bayou is twitching, please spare her, please. You had a damn good time, Chen Changan. Senior, that tool doesn't work, it hurts, it's okay if it hurts, I will leave some marks on you today. You damn scumbag, I will leave some indelible marks on you in a while. Ugh. Haha. Cough. Seriously, this is punishment. 5th floor administrator Indo. The master of the pavilion has been looking forward to meeting that person for too long. We must not let the matter slip at this time. Each of you go to the floor you're responsible for and clear it. Remember, persuade away what you can and try not to get your hands dirty. Understood. First level administrator Shu Qing. Second level administrator Shu Yao. The pavilion master has been looking for the person in this portrait for so many years. Who is this person to the pavilion master? It must not be ordinary people who can make the pavilion master care, right? Could it be the pavilion master's ex-boyfriend? Shut up. Are you too tired of gossiping about the pavilion master? Every guest in the pavilion is not a good person, and if the reputation of the Handland Pavilion is affected by poor handling, you will have a few lives to pay for it. We don't dare anymore. Quick! Quick! Let's do the work quickly. Being reckless and always feeling like something is going to happen. For level administrator Su Feng. 3rd level administrator Finchi. You two wait. Huh! Although those two people didn't talk seriously, there is one thing that worries me. Handland Pavilion has a special status and has always been independent. Handland Pavilion has existed in Kushu for many years and has never participated in anything in Kushu. Even if Kushu is destroyed, our Handland Pavilion can still exist in the void. Even when it came to the heated Kushu immortal war that was going on some time ago, we always stayed on the sidelines. It is precisely because of Handland Pavilion's style of conduct that we remain standing in the entire star field. This is the first time Handland Pavilion has been closed since its establishment, and it was also because of a person of unknown origin. This is also what I am worried about. The guests on the 1st and 2nd floors are okay, but the guests on the 3rd and 4th floors are all above Earth immortal. If you don't get it right, you may damage the sign. So after you clear your floor, come find me. Be cautious, I have to verify the other party's identity in person. Yes. Senior Bayou is going to die. Master. Let Sister Bayou go. It sounds very intense. Damn it. Why are they suddenly closing the pavilion? I was in the middle of a critical moment in my training. I almost understood the new technique, but they interrupted me. Handland Pavilion is closed for the first time in history. How could I catch up? What a bad luck. What's with the sudden closure? Are we leaving too? But the master's business is not finished yet. Miss Hongyi, you are. We have heard about Chen Changan for a long time, and now that we have this opportunity, we want to see him with our own eyes. Immortal Emperor Realm. Their pressure is so terrifying. I can't breathe. Hongyi, get out of the way. The feeling of suffocation suddenly disappeared, and a warm current warmed the body and eliminated fatigue. It felt like the master did it. Yes, master. It's not that I don't believe in the pavilion master, some things must be witnessed with one's own eyes in order to distinguish between true and false. Is that man worth it? I'm sorry to meet you so rashly. Handland Pavilion is closing, and the powerful immortals on other floors have also gone out. He has no cultivation at all and is no different from ordinary people. Would such a person be the one the pavilion master was looking for? Did she saw the wrong person on the first floor? This guy doesn't look like a divine being who conquered the eternities anyhow. He's just an ordinary. So we are the only ones left. I'm very busy right now and don't want to leave, but I can make you an offer you can't refuse. This sense of oppression can actually make us in the immortal emperor realm feel suffocated. This person's cultivation is unfathomable. How dare we drive you away? Our master has been waiting for you for many years and would like to invite Senior Chen to a meeting. Okay, I'll wait for her here. Then I won't disturb Senior anymore, you can enjoy yourself. Even the immortal emperor has to bow to master. Wait for me? I hope it's not that woman Han 11. I can't do anything against her. Noisy. I'm so sorry, please return, everyone. You can shut it down whenever you want. What about the loss of our interrupted cultivation? That's right. We're from other star fields. You know what's the cost of a round trip to the portal? Everyone, you can truthfully report the round trip travel expenses, and we at Handland Pavilion will definitely compensate you. What happened? Handland Pavilion is closed? What should we do, Uncle? Everyone has been driven out. Where can we find those people now? Damn it. Everyone was literally kicked out. Expect us. Isn't there someone who hasn't come out yet? How come she can stay but we can't? Please don't give us a hard time. What's so difficult about it? Am I wrong? Uncle Master, I know her. She was with those people, they must not have left yet. Okay. Want us to leave? Okay. Then treat everyone equally. That's right. Treat everyone equally. We, Sunrise Continent, and your company have been partners for hundreds of years. You don't want to have a relationship with someone with unknown origins, right? Guests, I advise you to leave honestly. I will only say this once. Those girls are robbing me of my treasures. I want to take them back to the Sunrise Continent and deal with them. As long as you drive them out and leave them to me, don't worry about the rest. We will still be good partners in the future. Courting death. Master. And simple immortal king realm cultivator, you dare to entertain that thought. Your honor is so powerful. Today, you kicked us out without any explanation, and even closed the door to give special treatment to those few people. What do you mean? We are all in the immortal realm and are regular customers. If we really make a fuss, I'm afraid you won't be able to take advantage. Those people are all from Kushu, so the locals may have some background. Background? Among all of you present, who doesn't have a strong background? Which planet behind you doesn't have a better development than Kushu? If Handland Pavilion hadn't been built here, we wouldn't have even looked at this birdie place. Sister, you were impulsive just now. This made the trouble even bigger. Today we are going to dig out the people there. Anyone who dares to take action in front of Handland Pavilion will bear the consequences. Those from the Cultivation Pavilion are all out. Listen! The young master inside is the person that our pavilion master has been searching for thousands of years. Not to mention the mere Sunrise Continent, even all of your star regions combined are not as important as him. What? That poor boy. No, that young master is actually the person that the pavilion master cares about. It's fine if you offend the fifth manager, but it'll be bad if you offend that pavilion master. From now on, the cooperation treaty between Handland Pavilion and Sunrise Continent is invalidated, and no one from Sunrise Continent will be welcomed. Go back to your mainland. If you dare to have any evil thoughts towards the young master again, we, the 5 management committees of Handland Pavilion, we will collectively dispatch to crush you. 5 management committees, we didn't know that young master was such an important person. It's all their fault. They were the ones who provoked me first. You are talking nonsense. It was clear just now that you wanted to drive them out too. You just wanted to make a big fuss in Handland Pavilion. Don't try to pass the blame. Shut up. The culprit still dares to slander us? Courting death. Offend the pavilion master. See if I don't beat you to death. We have fixed the culprit severely, and leave the rest to the 5 managers. I hope today's matter will not be investigated again. I was wrong. I never dare to do it again. What a wonderful drama, I should tell the master quickly. At the same time, the aura of an extraterrestrial descended on the Yaoqi Holy Land. Seemingly sensing the divine power contained in Jiang Xuanchu's body, and hurriedly rushed over. Teleportation array? Whose is this? Matriarch she. She moved. Move. She is about to wake up. A teleportation array also appeared on the other side. By you, today is just a small punishment but a big warning. If you do it again in the future, I will impose more severe punishment on you. Bai Yu understands. This time, Senior's provocation has loosened my cultivation, and there are faint signs of promotion. Next time I have to find an opportunity to let Senior continue to push me. I wonder if Xuanchu will like it? It's a good fit. Let's go with it. Master, you seem to be a different person after changing your clothes. Master is so good looking. Oh no. I want it again. No wonder the pavilion master never forget him. With strength and looks, who wouldn't long for a woman? Don't even think about it. The master/head/senior is ours. Why do everyone look like little idiots? The energy in this space fluctuates a lot, right? There were more than one, and they landed impartially on Xuanchu's position. An enemy? It's no wonder that Senior Chen can clearly sense the atmosphere of the outside world in such a closed pavilion. Counting the time, the pavilion master should be back. I'll go out for a while and be back soon. Wait. This? How can we explain to the pavilion master why he left? Pavilion master. She is the pavilion master. What a beautiful person. What is the relationship between such a person and the master? Where is he? Didn't you say he was waiting for me here? This? Pavilion master, why are you looking for my master? Master? It turned out to be his apprentice. I thought he has a sweetheart. You can call me master wife. I am his unmarried wife. What? Huh. I'm not the only one who came to Kushu. That woman also came. This time, don't try to get away from me. If you don't believe me, come with me and I'll verify it. How did you come? My little sister Jiang Ningran, you look the same as before, do you miss me? Ningran, I temporarily shelved the invitation to the Starfield competition held by the gods, thinking about rushing here. I just thought that I couldn't let my junior sister take the lead. I haven't dared to come to him for so many years because I always felt that what I did was not good enough. Unable to stand alone, unable to impress him. Why is it her? She happened to be at this critical moment. I hope nothing happens. But now it's a little different. Now I may be able to take the initiative to pursue him. The goddess actually still misses Chen Changan. If she knew about Xuanchu, she might do something. Why do you keep staring at her from time to time? Who is she? Goddess, she is the pride of my clan. She has been in a coma for a long time and has not woken up. She is so beautiful. She is indeed the most beautiful in our Jiang family and has countless suitors. There is a problem, Ningran. Your soul repairing spell has not yet reached the level of proficiency. Even if you have the blessing of divine power, your magic is not strong enough to resonate with it. She will definitely lose her previous memories when she wakes up. Fortunately, I've been traveling the star field and I do have a secret technique to wake her up. Ningran, remember that if you want to repair the soul, you must penetrate into the depths of the other person's soul, see and mend the broken memory fragments. It doesn't matter even if you spy on the ulterior secrets, saving people is the key. I have reminded you before that you must perfect your Jiang family's soul control skills. If someone wakes up and loses the most important person, it is very painful for the person involved. The technique is complete, and she should be able to wake up soon. Thanks. Fortunately, with her help, Xuanchu finally stabilized, otherwise Chen Changan would have killed me. Xuanchu. You're awake. This is. Where is Chang'an? Chang'an. He is still fighting. I must rush to his side. The war is over, he is very well, you should take care of yourself first. Goddess. Thank you for saving Xuanchu. Not only do the Jiang family and I have to thank you, so does Chen Changan. Chang'an? What does this have to do with him? Oh no. I spilled the beans. Xuanchu is Chen Changan's wife. Of course he would like to thank you for saving his wife. What? Wife? Jiang Yuchan, your mouth. Did I say something wrong? Chang'an. Be careful, you haven't recovered yet. I am here. I have to verify it for you. The girls still don't believe me. I was the first one to have a relationship with him, you know? There's nothing wrong with calling me Master's wife in advance. Random mission detected. It is detected that the host is encountering Shura field. Please watch the Lantern Festival with 3 women at the same time, and develop a deeper and more harmonious relationship. The host will be rewarded with an invincible 1-minute card. System, you did it on purpose. Scumbag. The Lantern Festival in Kushu continent represents the beginning of the new year. On this day, no matter the hostility, hatred or conspiracies will be put aside for the time being. Everyone will light their own lanterns to pray for the new year. Colored lanterns are hung high, where bad luck can escape. May the coming year be smooth and colorful for all of you. Speaking of this man named E. Even though he already has a girlfriend, he still can't hold back his temper and flirts with her everywhere. He even found his girlfriend's best friend to hang out with. How could his girlfriend coddle him when she found out? She just stabbed him to death. And this best friend was also a ruthless person. She actually killed her longtime sister with her backhand, and then took the head of the man named E and fled away from home. It's really bad. If you want to enjoy the blessings of everyone, you must first have an immortal body. Or you can be sweet-tongued and coax people, and you can make every woman happy. So if there is a man who encounters all the above situations or even worse, how should he break the situation? What you mean is, if a man's beloved wife, his confidant, his companion in times of need, are asked at the same time who he loves, how should he break this situation? This? If all the women get together in one place at the same time, it will be useless no matter how sweet the man talks. They will definitely start fighting. The good result is that the women fight on their own, but the bad result is that the man will probably die. What if that man is really a genius and he has a way? It has nothing to do with genius, there is no solution to this problem. If it really comes to that situation. Random mission detected. It is detected that the host is encountering Shura field. Please watch the Lantern Festival with 3 women at the same time. And develop a deeper and more harmonious relationship. The host will be rewarded with a 1-minute invincible card. The man will just have to fend for himself. Drink. Shura field, haha, how difficult can it be? This is for me. Reunion is a happy day, so I'll do what you want. This is probably the biggest problem Master has encountered in his life. I hope they won't discover what happened between us and Master. The relationship between those three women is so bad. If you are discovered, it will be a big punishment. The atmosphere is so anxious. I have been fighting for many years, and I have long taken life and death lightly, but now seeing this scene in front of me has ignited a sense of tension that I haven't felt in many years. Changan, you haven't introduced everyone after sitting down for so long. How come you never mentioned anything about other women to me? This is a trap, host. As long as you answer, you'll be the witch's real wife. I know it without you telling me. Do we still need Changan to introduce us? I still remember the embarrassing things you did when you were young. Do you need me to help you recall them? Changan, I haven't been with you for so many years. It's normal for you to be confused by the flowery world outside. I can understand it. I'm back now and will never leave you again. Chang 11. I haven't seen you improve your tea skills in a million years. Why are you back? It's as if Chang'an recognizes you. I won't bother junior sister to worry about the matter between me and Chang'an. Husband, they. Relation is it fake between us? It's not what you think. I was careless. The Shura field is too difficult. So what's going on? Say something. You can only choose one of us three. I believe Changan will make the right choice. They want to stab each other to death. Please tell me how to make them harmonious and friendly. Say something. Host, calm down. They may just want to cock block you. Hee, it's so exciting. There is a way. You thought of a way. Upon closer scrutiny, it was in each other's presence that they cared more about. It was my attitude, and explaining it would only make the scene more confusing. This trick was originally intended to be used when you were seduced by Chang 11, but it works the same now. Second art Charming Heart. Charming Heart, a spell that confuses people's hearts. The patient will have love for the spellcaster. Host, you have blocked by Hanchi's spell, and the other party will not notice anything. Chang'an. It works so quickly. The host is very brave. You are not far from death. I'm so annoyed by all the noise, don't you just want to know the truth? Listen, I will only say it once. Who is the woman I care about? Tell me, who is it? Await husband. Chang'an. Worry. Senior is about to decrypt it. Is the master crazy? If you say it now, the other two people are not going to fight to the death? It's over. First of all, I did a lot of that kind of stuff with her that adults do with each other, and now should I talk about it too? Doing that kind of thing. With whom? When? Good for you, Chen Changan. Do you still have a choice? Who is that woman? Who else could I meet by chance on an extraordinary occasion, with whom I fell in love with each other, and played the piano and the harp in harmony? She knew that she couldn't compete with me in her cultivation, so she worked hard secretly without my knowledge, hoping that one day she could change the prejudices of the world and travel around the world with me. He's talking about me. I have worked hard for 10 million years just to be worthy of him, and it turns out that he sees it all. And I have indeed done that kind of thing with him. Then, in other words, I am what he cares about most. Because of the war, we had to be separated temporarily. I only regretted my lack of strength. I couldn't cut through the karma to come to you in the first place. For so long, I really miss you all the time. You must have been waiting for me for a long time. Just thinking about it makes my chest hurt like a knife. Sure enough, he was talking about me. After all these years, I really almost gave up on you. In addition, we have had sex countless times, and I am indeed the one he cares about the most. Get up. If I, Chen Changan, could have been stronger at that time, I will not keep us apart. If a man is in love and a woman is interested, taking the law of heaven as proof, I, Chen Changan, will never mess around with others. Host, the system received it. That scene must be shocking. This life, I won't let you down. It's inevitable that Changan is so good that he attracts some women. I should stop worrying about gains and losses. You have to show them your genuine generosity. I must never embarrass Changan, husband, again. That woman is. No thanks, we all know it. Host, all three of them are consistent with what you said. This is the effect you want. Let them consciously take the position and not say it out loud. As long as everyone assumes that they are the real girlfriend, there will be no fight. Right now, we have just passed the first hurdle of a bad relationship. Next, I want every girl to have a taste of my power. Master, it turns out that Bauer is your favorite. Master, it turns out that Hong Yi is so important to you. Senior, it turns out that Bai Yu is not wishful thinking. The three of them seem to be twisting into maggots. Extraterritorial Kushu Continental Temple. I remember that Kushu continent was a land without a master, but this aura is clearly the aura of a landlord. And judging from the aura, the landowner here seems to be a person from the lower world. Envoy of God of Heaven Chai Chi. Envoy of God of Heaven Tu Li. The temple spirit of Kyushu continent hear the order and come out. Bold maniac! How dare you shout in my temple? Block so easily? I'll make a fool of myself. Is it because I can no longer lift the sword, or is it because your cloaks are flying? Watch me threaten you to death. How can a mere Kyushu heavenly Tao be worthy of bullying us, the divine envoys? God-sama. Heavenly Tao, no divine envoy has ever come to the Kyushu temple. Who would have thought that two of them would come at once today? You are both the heavenly Tao of Kyushu and the temple spirit. How dare you recognize your master privately? Do you want to rebel if you don't report to God's envoy after recognizing your master? Lord God Envoy. I don't want to rebel, that person is really too strong. If I don't obey, he will beat me. What's there to fear from the people of lower world? I order you to quickly get rid of that person from the lower world and choose another god as your master, otherwise you will be responsible for the consequences. No. Taking the initiative to give up the recognition of the master will destroy the luck of the mainland. Kyushu is originally a land of barbarians, and if it further loses the luck, it will become a land of poverty. Pray to God that you will life up your noble hand. You're kidding! That guy Chen Changan is unbelievably strong. If betray him, I'm sure he'll tear me into pieces. Besides, he treats me well, and switching to another master may not necessarily be better than him. Ho, in the barren land, even the temple spirit is so useless. Being fatally beaten by a person from the lower world, he also had the nerve to declare it. Connected. This is your choice, don't regret it. This is the entry card for the Starfield competition. Starfield competition. Legend has it that the Starfield competition is extremely cruel. Everyone who takes part in the competition will either die or go crazy, and even if they are lucky enough to win, they will become playthings for the gods to fight for. Before, you didn't have to participate because you didn't have an owner of the land, but now that you have recognized the owner, get ready to participate. The token has been issued, you should know the punishment for skipping the game. I understand. Why do I feel trapped in a cocoon? Even the strongest heavenly Tao of this planet was this virtuous. How strong could the owner of this Kyushu continent be? Husband, this barbaric land is as it should be, and how can it compare to those great gods who have fruitful lands? Yunjo's City Lord's Mansion. I didn't expect the festival in the lower world to be so interesting, and I'd like to go back for more. We have done shopping, and if we go any further, we'll be disturbing the people. It's late at night. Then, the rest of the time. What was supposed to come finally came. Changan, it's time for us to go inside and rest. Ho 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 host, it's so exciting, this time it's not as bad as the last time. Who will you choose? Test everywhere and dig holes everywhere. After all, my previous remarks only calmed their emotions. The real peace of mind depends on my performance tonight. I have some discomfort in my shoulder. I hope someone can rub it for me. The master of the Handland Pavilion, Han 11, the number one witch in heaven. Chang'an, I have a lot to say to you. The leader of the ancient continent, the goddess of spring Chang 11. Or, the most beautiful wife of the immortal world Jiang Xuanchu. Husband. What's the point of picking? Okay, I'll go in as soon as I'm ready. You want me to choose system, but I'll take it all. Host, they didn't mention it. But in fact, they are testing whose room you will eventually enter. This is the final test. Guess so. I also have my response plan. System redeem clone. Before it was hard to control 2 clones at same time, but now I can control more than 2 clones. Let's go. Tonight, a great battle. Huff huff. Let's go to bed. Huff. AH. AH. You smell so good. No. No way. Even the cloak I gave you is stained with your scent and fused together. But maybe I wore it for too long. After all, you gave me a treasure. Your actions now attract a lot of attention, and there are many people who admire you, right? Don't say anything to spoil the fun. I only care about you. That prove it. I don't seem to have recovered well yet, and as soon as I lay down on the bed the tiredness came on. I'm here with you, you can rest peacefully. Chang'an. Hand? I got you. What do you want to do? Nothing, I just want to hold you. Congratulations to the host for completing the Shura field mission and obtaining the 1-minute Invincible card. Daddy Chang'an? Something bad is happening. What should I do, Daddy? The fact that I recognize you as Lord was discovered by the gods' envoys, and they forced you to participate in the star field competition. Now they are waiting for you at the temple. Daddy, come with me now. She just fell asleep. No noise. Yes. Oh my God, now is not the time to be busy with this matter. If it's too late, the other party will have to put on our shoes, and there may be a bigger crisis by then. I know Daddy Chang'an is strong, but the next Starfield competition isn't won by an individual. Most of them focus on collective combat. When the force is weak, the consequences will be very tragic. In addition, these divine envoys can also be regarded as one of the judges of the Starfield competition. In terms of status, expect for the land of fertility, which cannot be judged, other barbarian lands are under their control. Now you actually want to make these existences to wait. Only you can do it. It's an emergency. Over there at the temple. It's not easy. How dare you are not here after receiving the orders? Refusing to obey orders is disobedience to God, and the crime is punishable by death. I will definitely go to Kushu and hold you accountable. At that time, do you dare to confront me? What should I do? What should I do? If this continues, if they report to the gods and destroy Kushu, I will disappear. You've been with me for a while at least, why are you so scared? Daddy, they're different. They're divine envoys and backed by the gods, the old powerful kind. I'm afraid of QAQ. Got it, please keep your voice down and don't wake up Xuanchu. It is detected that the heavenly Tao of Kushu is unstable, which will affect the luck of Kushu in the long run. If luck decreases, chaos will occur in the reincarnation path of Kushu, disasters will occur to the people, and over time, the energy of death will permeate the entire Kushu. Please ask the host to restore the morale of Heavenly Tao as soon as possible. The time limit is 10 minutes, and the clone will be rewarded with Split Anytime Divine Technique 1. It turns out that the state of Heavenly Tao such a significant impact on the continent's luck. Since I brought the entire Kushu into the Invincible domain, I can indeed faintly feel that the aura of Kushu is decreasing. Compared with the arrogance, confidence, and domineeringness when Heavenly Tao first appeared, he has now become too timid and coward. Although I am unable to practice, I also understand of Taoist mind of cultivators. An unstable Taoist mind can lead to a derangement at worst, or the body will disappear and the Tao will perish. The heart of the laws was equal to the Heavenly Tao as the heart of the Tao was to the cultivator, and could not be disregarded. Let's go and meet these two envoys. Daddy is going to the temple? I will send you to them right now. No need. All foreign temples have spatial connections with the continents they belong to, and Kushu is no exception. That is to say, the invincible domain can be extended. That works. Ignoring God's orders is a grave sin. I will definitely go to Kushu to hold you accountable, and see if you dare to look directly at this divine envoy. Husband, let's go teach them a lesson together. What's this? Pull in. Cough, cough. Bastard. How dare you set up an ambush? Are these two people the ones that make you restless? Lord Anva. How did you do it? Husband. Are you the Lord of Kushu? You do have some strength, so it's no wonder that Heavenly Tao surrendered to you. But I want you to die. Tio be able to forcibly transfer us directly from the temple to here. This person is by no means simple and must be killed with one strike. How can it be? My power seemed to disappear instantly. I couldn't use it at all. It's just a bitch who uses power to intimidate others. Shouldn't you apologize? Brute. What on earth are you? I said apologize. You. What are you? You answered wrong. I'll give you another chance to apologize. Li and I have known each other since we were young, and we have supported each other all the way to this day. I have never seen him look so embarrassed. Yes. Sorry. I shouldn't have scared you. Please. Forgive me. Are you still afraid? If you're afraid, I'll continue to fight. The dignified divine envoy was beaten so hard that he was unable to fight back, comparable to a helpless child. Host, real-time report. Heavenly Tao morale increased by 50%. I was wrong. Don't fight anymore. I'm harmless. It was God who asked me to do it. If you hit the envoys, they may report to the gods, and if the god blames it. Heavenly Tao morale dropped by 50%. Do you want to report to the gods? No. Don't dare. Please. Spare me. Li. It's not that I don't want to save you, it's just that the difference in strength is too big and beyond our expectation. That guy is no ordinary person, his realm is close to that of a god. Now there is no longer any will to fight in my heart, replaced by the desire to escape from here. So it's you who's going to report it? I swear on my immortality, I will never. It would have been better if you had been so sensible earlier. Daddy, you are so strong. I've lived for hundreds of millions of years and I've ever seen anyone knock down an envoy. You are my real father. No, you are my god. It's just routine. Looks like you're gonna have to follow me around a little bit more. Ding! The Heavenly Tao of the Kushu has restored its morale, rewarding it with a random divine skill 1 times, which can be drawn at any time. My daddy Changan is here, let's see who of you still dares to bully me. It's so easy to restore morale? Looks like I still have to find opportunities to train him more. By the way, how to deal with the entry cards for this Starfield competition? Do what you want. Copy that. Although the rewards for the top 3 in this competition are quite tempting, but Daddy Chen don't need them at all. How tempting can it be? Huh! There are 3 rewards in the competition. The first prize is kept secret, and no one has received it yet, so no one knows what the first prize is. The second prize rises cultivation to the God realm. The continent to which the third prize belongs can be raised by 1 level. Speaking of which, the level of the mainland limits the realm of mainland cultivators. The realm produced by the barbarian land can reach the highest level of immortal emperor, the fruitful land can reach the realm of the domain gods, and even higher. It's an information I haven't come across before. Go on. Moreover, as the level of the continent increases, the more aura the entire continent will give back to the aborigines, the more powerful the heavenly Tao, that is, I will be. If I strengthen the laws of the entire continent, the laws will be more solid, and the continent will be more stable and the spirit will be more mellow. In other words, the higher the level of the continent, the stronger the heavenly Tao, and the stronger the heavenly Tao, the more prosperous the continent will be. That's right. Everything in the world, running and living, all have their own rules. After hundreds of millions of years of long years of baptism, the infiltration of the avenue, the rules become laws. Among the thousands of laws, only 1 or 2 laws can obtain a ray of light between heaven and earth by chance, open up spiritual wisdom, and condense the heart of the laws. This is the way of heaven. Shit, it's a encyclopedia. There is nothing in heaven and earth that can bind the way of heaven. The law of heaven's movement can change the world at a minor level, change the heaven and earth at a serious level. Don't look at me like this. In fact, I have lived for hundreds of millions of years. You have lived for hundreds of millions of years and are still so weak? 2 God's realm will scare you. The way of heaven is also divided into levels. My heart of law is not mature yet, and there is still room for improvement. Which level are you in? The way of heaven is divided into the way of wisdom, the way of spirit, the way of law, and the way of order. Corresponding in order, the way of heaven that has just understood the laws, the way of heaven that has initially mastered the laws, the way of heaven that can modify the laws on its own, and the way of heaven that says, I am the law. I am still young, and it took me hundreds of millions of years to understand the law. You are in the way of wisdom, guessed it. I already understand that the third reward of the competition is very important to the heavenly Tao, and the second reward is the God realm. My clone hasn't been promoted for a long time. If I reach God realm, I might be able to get the next level of status. God's clone. And I can take this guy and train him properly. How can my Chen Changan's heavenly Tao stay only in the way of wisdom? The little guy who doesn't know yet is about to be trained. It's rare to be invited by the gods, so this competition should be a lot of fun. The realm of extraterrestrial gods. Senior, this is it. This is the space-time gate established by the gods. Entering here will escort you to the entry hall of the Starfield competition. The official competition will start in 2 hours. Anva? Are you usually so generous? It seems that this is the only time. After that incident happened about 1,000 years ago, the Starfield competition was stopped for a long time. This time it was restarted and all the gods attached great importance to it. The rewards invested are rare and extraordinary, attracting the top combatants from the 4-star regions to participate in the competition. There may be casualties and endless disputes. Please be careful, Senior. It seems that it is correct to reproduce the purest clone of the original body. The aura of this door has some resonance with my time-space retrieval skill. Could it be? Is Jian Wangchen here too? Senior, if there's nothing important, we will leave first. You too, don't forget what you promised me in Kushu. We will definitely do it. Half an hour ago you two are also the referees of the competition, right? Lady, do me a favor, do this. And then? This? Senior absolutely cannot do this. What would my husband think of me if he asked me to do something like that? You can't? Lady, you don't seem to understand your situation. Can the gods only make rules to suppress us and order us, as if we were born to be controlled by you? Lady, you don't want anything to happen to your husband, right? Wicked demon eye. We promise you. Tuli. I've been victimized by you. Now we can only take one step at a time and hope that God will not discover this matter. At that time, I had not realized what kind of monster I had fallen into. In this competition, being his inner support actually attracted the gods to attack him. The Land of Spiritual Realm Eastern Starfield PRE Game Meeting. It's the 188th. Finally, it's all together. What are you looking at? You're the only one left, you brat. A face I've never seen before. I had never heard of such a person in my many years. He should probably be an inconspicuous minor character. That's just a trash fish. This Starfield competition is not all trash. Look at the few people over there. It's Pope Xuanming, who, with the opportunity of the evil god, killed all the ruthless people of his generation. Lin Qi, the holy boy of 10,000 Daos, rose rapidly in the 7 fantasy continent where the immortal charm was weak. Over the past 100,000 years, he led his tribe to fight against tens of thousands of ancient beasts, and finally reached immortal emperor realm, becoming the youngest lord in the eastern starfield. Enmo Huashi, the landowner of Luotian continent, is extremely talented, and he is proud of his peers with the power to swallow up mountains and rivers. He also learned ancient mysterious techniques and was able to break through the immortal emperor in less than 100,000 years, overwhelming the lineage of monsters and shocking the heavens. And the Lord of White's spirit continent over there, Yulan. She swept through the 8 wastelands and fought against 10 generations of foreign races. After occupying the land, she drove away all the men in the land, forced reforms, and changed the name of the land of female supremacy. However, the gods and surrounding continents never recognized the kingdom she established. It's a continent full of beauties. I really want to visit it. Would I be welcome there? What is that? Welcome all the landowners from the Eastern Starfield to the most popular and anticipated event in the galaxy, the PRE Game Meeting of the Starfield Competition. I am the Order Maintainer of the Eastern Region, the Treasure Spirit Jing Xin. You people who come here may come here to break through yourself, perhaps for the generous rewards of the competition, or perhaps to become famous in the entire Starfield. These competitions are all for you. As for how much you can get, it all depends on your own performance. Okay, now I want to conduct peer rematch identity verification and combat strength assessment on everyone. Our competition rules this time are different from those in the past. Anyone who hits the spiritual monument with all their strength will have their potential talents shown in the form of combat power. The more evil the person, the higher the combat power. Those with a combat strength of 50 to 70 are astonishingly strong, those with a combat strength of 70 to 80 are peerless, and those with a combat strength of 80 to 90 can be said to be unparalleled warriors who only appear once in 1,000 years. Those with 90 to 100 are the strongest through the ages. Anyone who performs well. They are all expected to be selected by the gods and receive some divine help from the gods in the following competitions. Never heard of it before. If you have the blessing of divine power in personal combat, it is not impossible to defeat your opponents by leapfrogging. Once the gods intervene, the balance of combat power in this competition will be disrupted. Dare to play like this before the game starts. Are you worried that someone will quit early? Or is there something in the next game that the gods care about? I'll be the first to test. Everyone, from the moment God intervenes, it is not just a simple test of combat power. Normally I can't compete with others in the same realm, but this time it gave me an opportunity to determine the outcome based on my fighting strength. Whoever wins gets the resources first. Survival of the fittest, God is watching, this is a competition for resources. Let's see who can grab it the fastest and best, hee. This brute force, not to mention the full score, would not be less than 95 at least. Potential combat power, 84, the most powerful person in history. 84 this. Judging from Lin Chi's expression, he seemed dissatisfied. After all, he is the youngest landlord in the eastern region. He really shouldn't be younger than 90. I used my strongest attack with the intention of breaking the stone monument. But it only had 84? 84, let me try again. I just didn't give it my all. If everyone is like you, this rule will not stand. Next. He started to get anxious, haha, which showed that this monument could indeed reflect the true strength, and it would not be destroyed. Come to think of it, this was created by God. It would be difficult to leave any traces, let alone smash it. What are you waiting for? It's our turn. Xiao Jingtai, intermediate level immortal emperor, fighting beast continent, potential combat power 81. Lu Yi, the peak of immortal venerable, Lignio continent, potential combat power of 56. Jiame Na, intermediate level immortal emperor, Xiagu continent, potential combat power 82. Ranking, Lin Chi high level immortal emperor 7 fantasy continent, potential combat power 84. Jiama Na, intermediate level immortal emperor XAGU continent, potential combat power 82. Chu Huanqi intermediate level immortal emperor fighting beast continent, potential combat power 81 / So many people have tried it, but no one has broken through 90. I'm afraid only the 3 shots over there can do it. I don't know who among these 3 will be number 1 in the end. Brother, why don't you go up and give it a try? Don't worry, I'm looking at other people's. Don't worry, haha, I think he is too scared to go on stage by these evil geniuses. Then you may miss God's help. Oh damn, I have to fight these monsters next. Why don't I find a big brother to hold his thigh? I can't just wait to die like that person just now, right? Next. Coming. You're going the wrong way, this way. Sigh. It's so embarrassing, all these people are staring at me. Who is this guy? He can't even figure out the direction. It's so lame. The unknown person, same as the guy who arrived late, just here to make up the numbers and had no real strength. So uncomfortable. Chinger, I told you not to come. Alas. Let's just deal with this and go back. This. Yi Xiaolin, WJI continent in the Qi refining stage, has a potential combat power of 91. Qi refining stage? The Qi refining stage cultivator exceeded 90? It must have made a mistake. Ranking, Yi Xiaolin Qi refining stage WJI continent potential combat power 91. Take a look at the ranking. I have long heard that some geniuses who are favored by heaven, even if their cultivation is not enough, their power is not weaker than that of the powerful. I didn't believe it before. The barbarian land that has long since lost the god can still give birth to such a freakish demon. Why don't you build a foundation if you have this strength? Kid, what level have you cultivated the heavenly Tao? What level are you at? I've been raining my qi for 100,000 years, but I still can't build a foundation. There's nothing I can do. Actually, I was just shut in the cave and was practicing non-stop. I don't know what level I have reached. The contestants this time are more interesting than before, and they should be able to persist for a long time. Please get out of the way. Oh? This is the girl who wants to cut off the karma of the ages and rebuild the land of female supremacy. She wanted to prove herself, but she got a shameful result of 56 power in the last competition. It's this sword-drawing posture again. Wasn't the defeat miserable enough back then? The spirit tablet is cracked. 100. Full combat power. This. No one can surpass it, right? There is absolutely no way for people to surpass. The people behind will be under tremendous pressure to face this number. Everyone, I am bound to win the prize of the competition. Daddy, that girl has the aura of the law of heaven on her. Law of heaven? She actually reached the full score by herself. She is worthy of being called the Empress Yulan. Anyone who passes through the tribulation will be baptized by the heavenly thunder tribulation. If they can survive the thunder tribulation, they have a chance to understand the laws of heaven during the thunder tribulation. The laws of heaven are ever-changing. Some people can understand the thunder method, some can understand the fire method, and some can't understand anything. It just depends on the individual's understanding. Can you see what laws of heaven are in her body? I can't tell, the breath is too light. It can be seen that although this girl comprehended the law, it was not much. So when are you going to hit me again? Let's see what kind of laws I can comprehend. Daddy? How dare I hit you? You guys go ahead. The test isn't over yet. Yulan has already scored 100 points, and even if we go up, we won't be able to score higher. That's right. We came here to be the strongest, and since we can't embody the strength test, what's the point? Do you want to leave? Humph, if you don't test, you will be disqualified. That's the rule. But don't blame me for not reminding you that if you go back, the continent you are in automatically be downgraded by 1 level. Oh, I forgot, the people are all the landlords of the Eastern Star region, and the Eastern region only has barbarian lands. The land of the barbarians is the lowest level of poverty. You bastard. Since no one wants to do it, let me do it. Kushu continent Chen Changan. Isn't this the rookie who was almost late? Even those evil geniuses didn't take action, but he dared to stand up. I just wanted to test it out and pass the test. After all, if I quit, the continent would be downgraded. He's good at finding the right time. He obviously just said he wasn't in a hurry to measure. Now he feel that no one can break through 100 anyway, so he won't be laughed at for his poor performance. What's ridiculous is that your fate has already been determined. Now, everyone has begun to form alliances with each other. During the test of combat strength, this group of people had already decided who they wanted to form a team with, and the person who ended up alone would definitely end up miserable. I was lucky enough to hug Yi Xiaolin's leg in time. There is still room for a fight in a team fight. And you, from the Kushu continent, can be said to be dead. It's so exciting, let's get started. Anyway, it's just a formality now. Tablet. It turns out that the sacred monument can be broken. I do not even know. His name is Chen Changan, isn't it? He's awesome. How is it possible, the tablet? Broken by him? That sacred monument was infiltrated with the power of thousands of avenues, absorbed the spiritual energy of heaven and earth, and was forged by gods. No one can break it. The Empress gave a perfect score but only cracked the stone tablet, but he actually smashed it. Who is he? He just said that he was from Kushu, but there was almost no immortal charm in Kushu, yet such a shockingly powerful man could still appear. Chen Changan. He actually shattered the monument. This person's overall strength is not inferior to mine. Are all the unknown people in this era so perverted? Kushu continent, Chen Changan. We will have a battle one day. What's going on? He wasn't backlashed by the tablet? It has the law of reincarnation and the law of heaven. Even if the tablet is cracked, it can replenish itself by sucking the life of the attacker. Originally, the next attacker's life should be sucked dry and the spiritual tablet should be restored to intact. But now it has turned into a pile of useless rubble. What a huge loss! This is the spiritual tablet given to me by God. Hey, what should I do now? Don't kneel, stand up and declare. Tell everyone, what is my combat power score? Immovable temple of God's domain. The place where the gods meditate. The spiritual steel in the Eastern Star Field was broken. There have long been loopholes in the rules of that spirit-affirming tablet, and it is not surprising that it will be broken by anyone at any time. However, I did feel an unusual atmosphere in the Eastern region. I haven't been this excited for a long time,